we go, and immediately lay hands for the lock in here as the Yorihime immediately starts pushing in. Is able to get a beautiful hit of the YHX in this final fight. Is going to wait for the hold, and is going to be able to get that beautiful hit successfully. Goes for the triple, and it looks like YHX says, oh, that was a beautiful Yorihime. It's my turn, as he's going to try to make some magic happen here, and tries to go for that. Is able to at least get one hit, and is able to get the triple and finishes off for Xin. As, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Xiangyu is going to get absolutely sprayed here in the back, and it looks like the desperate Yorihime comes from there as well. Xiangyu is able to get the finish over YHX in this final fight here, but no, it looks like they're gonna go for the shield swap, and it looks like they miss. And 13 Xiao looks like they're gonna juggle and send them out of the circle. It looks like 13 Xiao should be able to clutch this up here, but it looks like he's not even able to give him an opportunity. Xiangyu is absolutely trying to do everything possible to get this elimination. Can he do it? Oh my god, it's down to the wire. Is it the defense that's gonna kill him, or is it gonna be the circle? Oh my goodness, Xiangyu with 1 HP clutches the game. What did we just watch?
Dobby, what just said? OC's Xiangyu. I don't even care who the MVP is. I do believe I think Aces has enough kills to clutch up MVP, but I don't care. OC Xiangyu just stole my heart. The man, the myth, the legend, 1 HP and a dream. Not only clutches the kill, but clutches the lobby.
I'm actually laughing because I'm just like, there's no way we just witnessed that. As we look forward, it looks like Xiangyu is going to be our winner, obviously, in that contention, because, oh my goodness. Look at the smile. Look at the little smirk on his face. He know he did that. He know he's like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I want to hear the dream and I still clutch. I'm that guy. I thought y'all knew. Y'all forgot? Let me show you why. I'm actually shocked. We haven't really seen too many 1 HP clutches like this, but knowing that it was like the final person, he's outside of contention. He goes right back in the circle. All he needs is 2 defensive blocks, right? 2 defensive blocks and he wins, right? I feel like I just witnessed Xiangyu button smash like back in like Mortal Kombat, like just button smashes like crazy, because he didn't miss in that final contention.
I'm gonna have to cut you off there, because Button Smasher would have died in that situation. That man made every single play count. He knew exactly what was going on. He was inside 13 Xiao's brain case. That man was like, 13 Xiao, whatever you've got, I'm ready to dish it right back at you. Every single slide hit, every cancel, everything he did, he had to do perfectly to clutch that kill up, Dobby. Absolutely insane plays. Like you said, two clanks would have been all it would have taken.
That's all it would
for
have took
Xiangyu to go down. And Xiangyu even stepped into the zone for half a second and had the wherewithal to do a non-directional tap dodge backwards out of the zone to save himself with a quick camera flick. The man is insane. Literally the myth, the legend. You know, OC is one of those teams we haven't talked a lot about. We've been talking about, this has been the week of dark horses. Xiangyu coming alive in this final circle. We weren't even, Dobby, were we even looking at Xiangyu at this point? I think the only thing we really saw him do at one, like he picked up a bow steal and we were like, yeah, that was cool. And then all of a sudden,
one or two, like definitely like some late like action towards the end as he was able to get some finishes there. And then just like towards this final circle, goes for the desperate Yorihime all in the middle of it, was able to get a perfect skill off of the other player. And then just immediately 13 Xiao's just juggling this man like it isn't nothing. 1 HP, sends him out of circle. Looks like it's way too easy. Has a Flamebringer, absolutely just decimates him and sends him straight to the barbecue. But then immediately the change just switches and Xiangyu takes control the entire rest of that game. Like we talked about before, it takes 2 defensive clanks, because in this game, even those defensive clanks take a little bit of HP. He was 3 to at least 5 HP, and probably less. And the fact that one of those defensive like he had one defensive play and it took the next one with Xiangyu up top with 8 kill points, but a 12 game score. regardless to how close it is, because obviously YHX obviously did an amazing job with 9 kills and was able to get 11 kills, the 11 game score. Xiangyu was able to get on top with that dub, but that clutch is something we're going to be talking about for a while.
Yeah, Xiangyu clearly not only just the MVP. I really thought Aces was gonna walk away MVP here, but I wouldn't have even cared. Like YHX, he played a clean game. Don't get me wrong. I was, you know, everything was coming to YHX, but Xiangyu in the end, that is not only one for the highlight reel for the day, that is one for the highlight reel for life, Dobby.
Yeah, that's one we can honestly, if we do like a Hall of Fame of like the best clutches, that's definitely like top 5 from what we've seen. That's top 5 moment.
Absolutely. I mean, what a way to end game 1. We're gonna take a look at Xiangyu's MVP card here. He picked up 5 kills, 11,000 damage, 1 counter strike, and he did 7,600 damage with melee weapons alone. This man, it just Xiangyu. I gotta give him a little clap.
Witness as we go back here, and it looks like he had everything. He had Tuna, he had soft step, he had Great Ward sword step, he had Blue Moon, he had dagger step, he had everything he needed while he was able to get the 11k damage, was able to get the 12k in healing. But oh my goodness, I mean, he had everything on him in terms of his arsenal of soul jades to be able to clutch that up. But even the best of the best, it's hard to clutch in a situation like that, knowing that you are so, it only takes 1 hit. And the fact that 13 Xiao couldn't get a single hit, I know 13 Xiao is feeling it right now. I know he's feeling it.
Look, 13 Xiao's got to be all up in his head, right? But here's the thing, Xiangyu had his number, dude. He was all up inside 13 Xiao's head. And at the end of the day, when we really come down to it, when we get to the high skill level that is the Pro League, and we start talking about these top players, the actual skill gap between these players is so minuscule when it comes to like the micro game and their movement and how well they know the game, etc. So it really comes down to those mind games at the end of the day and knowing your opponent. And it was Xiangyu who literally had WBG's 13 Xiao's number. He was in his head. He was playing all kinds of mind games. All 13 Xiao had to do was clank twice. He literally just had to left click into a left click.
And technically he got one.
Twice. He got one. He needed one more. That was it. But it didn't matter. Xiangyu was in his head, knew exactly what the man was going to do, when he was going to do it, and he played around it perfectly. We're not going to see a clutch like that again for a long time, Dobby.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Xiangyu at this point, he needs a crown on his head, because like he ran that like a king. He ran that like a king. He needs a crown on his head, because oh my goodness, only kings can do things like that in a first game contention, and just goes, I can run this to the ground and I'm 1 HP. The rest of it doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna hand this over to Xiangyu, because Xiangyu deserves that. I'm gonna send that over to Zhang. I need him to be wearing that for the rest of the game.
I mean, man, what a way to end game 1 here, Dobby. Absolutely the most insane clutch I have seen in Naraka in a very long time. Yeah, Xiangyu, man. I feel like my loyalties are changing on the daily. Like, we get these players who do these crazy, insane things, and we're like, man, that's a man after my own heart. I mean, last week it was Q9's Eagle. That man had my heart, right? He was out here throwing hands like nobody's business, and they were rated E for everybody. And now I'm like, Q9's Eagle, who's that? We got OC Xiangyu in the house. Like,
and Xiangyu just running lobbies even in these situations, and it looks like he was playing well too, knowing that he had 8 eliminations. So clearly he had a successful game. We obviously just wasn't watching, because we were watching a lot of other fights happening, you know, in these last couple of circles here. So clearly he was able to get some really good eliminations, get some finishers, and the fact that he made it this far was like, okay, so clearly he was doing well. But we didn't expect an ending like that. We're going to be talking about that even after we go to break. Like, literally,
absolutely. I mean, look, he pulled the Yorihime ult out, right? He kills Ace's YHX. And we're like, all right, cool. He racked himself up another kill. We see him turn around, get juggled. He gets set on fire. And we're like, you know what? He's going to go out, but he's going to go out in second place. He's got plenty of kills. You know, good on you, Xiangyu. And then, you know, that would have been it. It would have just been a footnote in Naraka history. But what he went out on was not a footnote. That man, that's the title chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and with a final chapter like that, we will be... With that, I think we're gonna go to a break. I think, and when we come back, we're gonna continue to talk more about this and get ready to lock in for Game 2 here for Naraka Blade Point, the Pro League.